Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. Students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for economy and business for July month. It will be an important session for you all students. Stay tuned with us till the end. Let's start. The first is Dash secured Japanese yen 80 billion green loan from JBIC for renewable energy transmission project. So who secured this? It is Power Grid. So option 4 is right. Next, name the certification that was received by Kutch Copper Limited, a subsidiary of Adani Enterprise Limited, in July for the Adani Copper Grade A cathodes, enabling the delivery with warrants eligible for issuance against copper future contracts from July 10, 2026. So name that certification. It is London Bullion Market Association accreditation. Next, which company is partnering with Dixon Technologies India Limited to form a joint venture approved by the Government of India in July for domestic smartphone manufacturing? So, which company is partnering here? Next is TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. They have signed a multi-year agreement with ABB to transform their global network operations using artificial intelligence, right? And this agreement marks the next phase of the 20-year partnership between TCS and ABB. Next, in July, ICRA Limited, a domestic credit rating agency, projected India's real GDP growth at what range for the first quarter of April to June for FY27 despite elevated energy prices and supply constraint. It was 6.4% to 6.6%. And India's real GDP, it grew by 7.8% in the first quarter, or in the fourth quarter, that is from Jan to March for FY26. Next, in July, Sona BLW Precision Forgings Limited, that is Sona Comstar, signed an agreement to establish two joint ventures for electric and hybrid power station systems with a company from which country? It was from Japan. Next, name the airline that signed a memorandum of understanding with Saudia, the national flag carrier of Saudi Arabia, in July to strengthen the aviation partnership between India and Saudi Arabia. So which airline we are talking about here is Air India. This partnership will provide passengers with improved connectivity, seamless transfers, greater travel flexibility, and enhanced customer experience and wider destination choices. Name the port that received the final approval from Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, that is CBIC, in July to commence EXIM cargo operations from 18th of August 2026. So name that port. It is Vizhinjam International Seaport Limited. Next, name the mutual fund that launched India's first real estate investment trust REIT-oriented open-ended passive index fund in July 2026. This is your Edelweiss mutual fund. Next is, which of the following technology companies was not a founding member of the OpenAI Alliance, launched in July to strengthen AI security through open collaboration? It is OpenAI. So these were your important current affairs, students. Now let's move to some revision part.
Mention that Indian state that signed a memorandum of understanding with the Norway's Tidal Sail AS to implement India's first river kinetic energy demonstration project with capacity of 500 kilowatts. So mention that Indian state. Which Indian state we are talking about here? It is Arunachal Pradesh. Next, students, in July, identify the multinational technology company that signed a memorandum of understanding with the government of Telangana to establish a Green Skills Center of Excellence in Hyderabad to develop industry-ready, relevant green skills and support sustainable workforce development. So identify that multinational technology company. It is Microsoft. Next, students, in July, mention the United Nations organization that signed an MOU with the government of Andhra Pradesh to promote sustainable, inclusive, and climate resilient development, urban development, and to establish a center of excellence in the urban affairs in Amravati. So, mention that United Nations organization. This is your United Nations Human Settlement Program, that is UN Habitat. Next, in or ISRO's Vikram Sarabhai Space Center and CSIR's arm, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, signed a memorandum of understanding to develop which technology for next generation environmentally sustainable applications. So it was for what? It was for blowing agents. Next, in July, identify the organization that partnered with the Global Stainless Steel Expo to promote stainless steel as a key enabler of India's clean energy transition and sustainable industrial growth. So identify that organization. It is your Indian Stainless Steel Development Association. Next, in July, the Center for Urban Studies and Indian Institute of Public Administration and which organization signed an MOU to strengthen municipal accounting system and improve financial management through research, training, and institutional capacity building for urban local bodies. Right? So, which is it? It is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Next, in July, Andhra Pradesh Economic Development Board signed a memorandum of understanding with which country to establish a food processing cluster. So a food processing cluster will be established where in Andhra Pradesh, Amravati. Question is, this is for, first of all, this is for horticulture export. Question is, they signed this MOU with which country? This MOU was with UAE, United Arab Emirates. Next, identify the purpose of the MOU signed between the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD, and Mahapreet in rural India. So what was the aim of this, objective of this MOU? This was green, climate resilient and sustainable rural infrastructure. Next, identify the company that signed an MOU with Madhya Pradesh State Electronics Development Corporation in July to establish a greenfield outsourced semiconductor assembly and test facility, that is an OSAT facility, which proposed investment of 6,200 crore rupees. So identify that company. It is Paras Semiconductors Private Limited. Next, in July, National Research Development Corporation and which statutory body under the Ministry of Ayush signed an MOU to commercialize research and promote innovation in Indian system of medicine? It is your National Commission for Indian System of Medicines.